has been restored. Fancy!
Okay trainers, this video is going to go over the basics of Pokemon Go. Things like how to catch a Pokemon, gyms and raids, spinning stops, your Pokemon radar. So let's get into it. Okay trainers, the first thing we're going to look into is how to catch a Pokemon. So first you have to click on the Pokemon. We'll click on this Rattata here. And as you can see, when he pops up, he'll have his CP and his type above his head. First, let's talk about what the different berries are. First, we have the raspberry, makes the Pokemon easier to catch. Then we have the nanab berry, which makes the Pokemon less erratic, less movement. The next one that we have is the pineapple, which doubles your candies that you get from the Pokemon. And the last one is the goldenraz, which makes the Pokemon much easier to catch. Next are Pokeballs. You have the Pokeball, the Great Ball, and the Ultra Ball. The better the Pokeball, the easier it is to catch the Pokemon. So speaking of catching the Pokemon and taking it down levels, let's look at the catch circle and how to catch a Pokemon according to that. When it comes to the catch circle in Pokemon Go, there's a couple things that you need to know. There's 4 different colors that it can be, and those colors indicate the difficulty to catch the Pokemon, which is starting with green as easy, yellow as medium, orange as hard, and red as very hard. Now there's also ways to make it easier to catch the Pokemon. If it is a very hard Pokemon, you can feed him a goldenraz or increase your Pokeball as mentioned before. The other thing you need to pay attention to is how the circle shrinks and grows. If you hit the circle when it's smaller in the middle, you'll get an excellent throw, and that increases your chances of catching the Pokemon. If we look at the image to the left, it explains the difference between a nice throw and an excellent throw. The last thing we need to look at, trainers, when it comes to catching a Pokemon is the curveball. You can throw the ball straight, or you can spin the ball counterclockwise or clockwise, and that'll give the ball a curve. Doing this increases your chances of catching the Pokemon, and it also gives you bonus experience upon catching the Pokemon. Alright, that's it for catching a Pokemon. Now let's move on to your Pokemon radar and Pokestops. Your Poke Radar is actually located in the bottom right hand corner. And when it's small like that, it'll show you the 3 closest Pokemon, but if you click on it, it actually enlarges itself and shows you 9 Pokemon and the Pokestops that they're located at. If we click on the Nuzleaf, it opens up and shows us the Pokestop, as well as showing a little paw prints underneath the Pokemon. If you click on that, it'll actually lock the Pokestop and show you where it is in accordance to your character, so you can figure out what direction you need to go to locate it. Now let's travel to the Pokestop and show you how the Nuzleaf shows up. As we get closer to the Pokestop, we can turn off the indicator, and when we close down the menu here, we should see, yep, there he is right there. Nuzleaf shows up, as well as the Growlithe and the Natu that were also shown to be here at the Pokestop. And that's pretty much how your Pokemon radar works. It's pretty simple. You see where the Pokemon is, locate the Pokestop, and then travel to that Pokestop, and there the Pokemon should be. In order to use a Pokestop, you have to have your character walk to that location. Once you're at that location, the Pokestop will open up and you can click on it and spin the photo disc to acquire items. This is going to be your main source of items in the game, is traveling around and spinning Pokestops. You can also add a lure to the Pokestop if you like by clicking on the white spot above and then clicking on one of your lures. This will actually attract more Pokemon to the stop. The next thing we're going to look at, trainers, are gyms like Pokestops. You have to go to the physical location to use the gym. When you click on the gym, it'll show you the Pokemon that are in the gym. You can also spin the gym and get your raid pass from the gym. You can get one of those daily. We'll talk about that in a minute. You can spin the gym by either clicking on the icon at the top or in the bottom right hand corner. You can also click on the Pokemon. It'll actually show you the trainer that the Pokemon belongs to. Like a Pokestop, the gym can be spun every 5 minutes. Now to show you how to fight. When you first go into the battle, it'll show you all the Pokemon in the gym at the top, and then your auto selection for what Pokemon to use will be at the bottom. I'm just going to show you quick here how to knock a Pokemon out of a gym. A Pokemon's life is the heart that you've seen in the beginning, and as you knock it down, its CP actually goes down. So the heart is actually representative of its CP, and every time you knock it out, it goes down a little bit more, making it a little bit weaker. Once you knock the Pokemon out of the gym, he'll have no CP left, and his heart will be empty. To knock a Pokemon out of the gym, you have to completely drain his heart. If it's at full, most of the time, depending on the strength of the Pokemon, this takes 2 or 3 run-throughs of the gym. As you can see, each time I beat him, his heart goes down a little bit more. And finally, this is the last one here. Once I knock this Pokemon out of the gym, it'll make the gym neutral, and I'll be able to put a Pokemon of my own in. You can have a maximum of 6 Pokemon in a gym, and there can't be any duplicates, and no legendaries can be placed in a gym. As you can see, you click the bottom right hand corner where you click before to fight the gym, and you're able to add a Pokemon, and it changes it to your team. And that's about everything for gyms. Let's move on to raids. Raids take place at gyms, and you'll be able to tell when a raid is going to take place at a gym by seeing an egg pop up above the gym. There's 3 different types of eggs. There's pink eggs, which are tier 1 and 2 raids. There's yellow eggs, which are tier 3 and 4 raids. And then there's a black or purple egg that is tier 5 eggs, and normally those eggs contain legendaries. Those are the most difficult raids to do. In order to do a raid, you'll have to have a raid pass. There's 2 different types of raid passes. There's your free raid pass that you get once a day by spinning a gym. And then there's a premium raid pass that can be bought in the store for Pokecoins. The difference between the 2 of them is that the orange one can only be used once every day for free, and that the green ones can be used anytime you want, as long as you have one. As you can see in the video to the right, there's an egg in the gym closest to the avatar, and it hasn't hatched, so we're unable to tell what Pokemon is going to come out of that egg. Where the gym farthest from the avatar has already hatched and has a timer above it telling you how long that Pokemon's going to be there for, so you can go there and fight that Pokemon with other trainers. There's no way to tell what Pokemon is going to come out of the egg until the egg actually hatches. Once the egg does hatch, you're able to click on the gym and it'll open up to the Pokemon raid. You'll be unable to put Pokemon in the gym while the raid is active. Once you click on the gym for the raid, it'll pop up and ask you to either spend your free raid pass or a premium pass. Once you click past that, it'll take you into what's called the lobby, and it'll show you all the other trainers that are there to participate in the raid. Whenever you start a raid and open up a lobby, it takes 2 minutes for it to count down before the raid actually starts. That's to allow other trainers to get in the lobby as well and organize what Pokemon you want. At the bottom of the screen, you can see the 6 Pokemon that the game chooses for you. You can change these selections by just clicking on the Pokemon, which opens up your Pokemon inventory, and you can select another Pokemon. As well as in the mid left hand side, it'll show you how many trainers are involved in the raid. Once the timer reaches 0, the battle will start, and you'll see you and all the other trainers in there fighting the Pokemon. Just tap and swipe on the Pokemon as you would if you're battling against another trainer in the gym. Eventually the Pokemon's health, after some clicking, will go down to 0. Once that happens, you'll enter the catch phase, and you'll see the statistics that show how many premium balls you're going to get to try to catch the Pokemon. How many balls you get is determined by what team owned the gym, what team's done the most amount of damage, if you have any friend bonus with any other trainers that are fighting in the raid. After it's calculated how many premium balls you get, that'll be as many chances as you have to try to catch that raid. And that's about it. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos, trainers.